Comics of 100 Years Ago, June 9th, 1925. It's Little Orphan Annie by Harold Gray. Annie and Mrs. Silo are canning strawberries. There are 2 big pots on the stove, a huge tub of strawberries to one side of Annie, and a little one next to her that she is munching out of. And then there are some empty jars with lids on them on the table as well. Annie says, "Gee whiskers, I never knew there were so many strawberries. Let's can lots of them, Mrs. Silo. This is fun, Mrs. Silo has her back to Annie and still has her great big apron bow on the back and says, "Yes, Annie, we want to put up 100 quarts if we can. They'll be good next winter." Annie and Mrs. Silo look at each other as Mrs. Silo stirs the pot, and Annie says, "Say, I got an idea. Why couldn't we can a whole lot of them and sell them to people in the city? You could make enough money that way to pay off the mortgage, I betcha. Then you wouldn't lose the farm." Now Mrs. Silo and Annie sit at the table together, mirroring one another, with their head in one hand and their hand on the table as a bowl of strawberries sits between them. Mrs. Silo says, "No, Annie, we couldn't make enough that way to do any good. We'd have to raise $7,000 to save the farm. No, I guess we'll just have to figure on leaving here on the 25th. I don't know what we'll do." Annie sits on the porch step with Sandy hugging her and says, "'Tain't fair, Sandy. They've done everything for you and me. They have, and now instead of getting a reward, they're going to get tossed out of their home. Sandy, we've just got to do something about this. 'Tain't fair."